It's been a while. Hey everyone, Templar74 here with another episode of PokeTalk. That's right everyone, you heard that right, PokeTalk. I know it's been a long time, but here it is, a new PokeTalk. And in today's PokeTalk, I'll be discussing Gen 7 Sun and Moon anime and my thoughts of it up until right now. Because as you may or may not know, ShowPro, the parent company of Pokemon, has made it difficult, if not impossible, to cover the anime on a regular basis anymore. However, I felt it was important to give my thoughts as of now and some personal predictions for the rest of the anime because we most likely only have maybe about a year left before Sun and Moon finally ends, considering the next main games have been confirmed for the Switch sometime for the holiday season 2019, but that's a discussion for another day. So with that said, on to today's discussion, and please keep in mind these are all in my own opinion. Okay, so the anime up to this point. So the Sun and Moon anime up to this point, I must admit, has been hit and miss for me. For the most part, I find the series to be dry and not as attention-catching as series from the past. I refer back to a discussion I did about a year ago, and that is that the series isn't bad, it isn't good, it's just different. Although I will admit, it showed promise at the very beginning with the first 2 episodes, but after that, With that said, though, and knowing half of the Pokemon community will hate me for saying this, there have been several arcs for this anime that I found epic, entertaining, and was like, yes, more of this, please. The latest arc, the Necrozma arc, was of course one of them. The Necrozma Nihilego, and Ula Ula Island arcs were all fantastic, well written, they had good balance, great music. Combine that with Sun and Moon's amazing animation, and oh boy, I've got to admit, the Necrozma, Nihilego, and Ula Ula Island arcs are by far some of my favorite Pokemon episodes of all, and that's all of Pokemon. However, Sun and Moon just doesn't do enough of these, in my opinion, to make it a great series. So, yeah, I guess Pokemon just preferred a Power Rangers ripoff which, by the way, this boggles my mind. How they didn't get in a copyright dispute over the Ultra Guardian stuff, with it being a clear ripoff of Power Rangers, is just, it's beyond me. And I don't know how Pokemon managed to get away with that, because they've been going all over the copyright. They've been blowing the copyright horn and been steamrolling everybody with copyright claims. And yet here we probably got the clearest, probably the closest Pokemon has ever been to crossing over the line of copyright violations of another show. But okay, I'm going to get off my soapbox now and yeah. So excuse my rambling for that. But back to the discussion, another thing I've got to give Sun and Moon is that it does have fantastic animation. I mean, even with 70+% of the anime, I find it be dry and lacking in my opinion. I've got to admit, the episodes are amazingly well animated, not something too many other shows can have said about them. With that said, again, my attitude towards the anime as of now, it's still pretty much the same as it was before, whereas the series isn't bad, it isn't good, it's just different. Okay, so the next part of this discussion I want to get to, with that all said, is the new poster and thoughts along with some predictions for 2019. Now, as for the latest Sun and Moon poster, that's right everyone, at the end of the Necrozma arc, a new promotional poster of the Sun and Moon anime was revealed, and Twitter broke almost immediately with 3 highlights being the most in your face. First was Brock and Misty appear to have kept their promise with Ash to come visit him and the others in Alola. The second one was How. And third, a possible Rowlet evolution and a mysterious Eevee and Stuffle. Okay, so when I saw this, my thoughts were fairly straightforward, I think. So my thoughts were basically Brock and Misty in all likelihood. I see them coming to Alola towards the end of the series, most likely to spectate the Alola League, which we know has been in the works in the background for almost the entire series. I could see Brock and Misty come to watch the Alola League, and then be there a couple of episodes before it starts. So get there a couple of episodes before it starts to tour around, view the Alola League, and then I could also see this being the send-off for Ash and Alola, pretty much being Brock and Misty, along with Ash, return to Kanto together, with them being part of the series finale, as Ash always returns home before a new series begins, a trend I don't see them changing now. So basically my thoughts towards Brock and Misty, they're going to come probably to spectate the Alola League, and then after the Alola League, they're going to leave with Ash back to Kanto. That's just my own personal prediction on that, and I think that's probably in all likelihood what they're going to do, but we shall see. Okay, so the next thing I want to talk about here is How. So How I felt should have been in the series since the very beginning, as he is one of the main characters of the game, but since that didn't happen, I think How at this point will pretty much be like Cameron in Black and White and Sawyer in XY and XY and Z, the new rival that randomly appears out of nowhere and ends up being a league rival, which I mean would be a logical conclusion if that is the way they do it. It'd be a shame, though, if they do, and I'm going to be angry with them because it was a waste of a good character, in my opinion. And it's also why I sincerely hope they're not going to do that, and why I also sincerely hope that is something I'm wrong about. Okay, so now for the possibility of a Rowlet evolution and the mysterious Eevee and Stuffle. As far as this goes, I'll be honest, I honestly didn't think Rowlet would evolve. But seeing as how I don't really see any other likely possibilities for the Rowlet evolution in this poster, I think it's safe to say Cool Owl will probably will evolve. I go cry now. Sorry about that, everyone. Anyway, if Cool Owl does evolve, I hope they do it right. Now, for the mysterious Eevee and Stuffle. As far as Eevee goes, I've seen people speculate that the Eevee, along with Stuffle, will be the final two captures of Ash's and Alola, and be the final members of Ash's Alola team. I'm skeptical, at least about Eevee, which I guess everyone says, oh, let's go Eevee and let's go Pikachu being the next games, so the Eevee has to be Ash's. I disagree. I think in all likelihood the Eevee in this poster will end up being Howl's partner. Stuffle, on the other hand, I do think will be an Ash capture, giving Ash a grand total of 5 so far. Off topic, my personal predictions for Ash's final team is Pikachu, Decidueye, Incineroar, Lycanroc, Stuffle, and the final slot will probably be a past Pokemon for League use. But anyway, those are just some of my personal thoughts and predictions for Sun and Moon as it comes into what will likely be its final year. And just because it's my channel and I know I'll be asked this, as far as a Serena prediction rather, as I've said before, I am now positive we will not see her in Alola. In all likelihood, I think if they use Serena in any way, shape, or form, it will be after Ash returns to Kanto. Possibly be there to visit Ash upon his return home, or maybe when Ash, Brock, and Misty return to Kanto and go on their way to Pallet, they watch a contest and or performance and they run into Serena there. Again, just my own thoughts. Personally, I still hope they do this, but I guess we shall see. So with all that being said, those are my thoughts about Sun and Moon up until now, as well as some personal predictions of mine. But as always, in the comments section down below, let me know what you guys thought, what your guys' thoughts are. Do you agree with what I said? Do you disagree? Do you have some predictions of your own? Just let me know in the comments section down below, because as always, I enjoy hearing from you. Alright everyone, as always, Templar74 signing off. Have a great day everyone, and I'll talk to you all next time. Goodbye everybody.